everyone, I'm Lynette with Charmedgrammy Crochet, and oh, excuse me, today is I believe December 6th, and today will be Charm Chatter number 258 if I'm correct. Today is a video about my works in progress and finished objects. So I want to show you what I've been up to, and as you can see, this is my Nan's Next Dots. I have completed that, and I couldn't tell you which one was the last square. If you're this is Luck of the Draw 4 with Nan. So for 20 weeks, Nan picks a color out of a hat, a number. You get to decide what colors you have. So you start with 9 colors. 1 is your base color, and that doesn't. And then you have 8 other colors that are numbered 1 through 8, randomly, whatever you want to pick. However you want to number them. This is my number 1, and number 1 is my base color, and that's in every week you use the base color. So for this Luck of the Draw, I used 1 here as the center star or center snowflake, and then I had 4 different colors of red and 4 different colors of green. And they were numbered 1 through 8 randomly. I just put them in a bag and drew one out, number 1, drew one out, number 2. So they are different types. I mean, they're all worsted weight acrylic, but there's Hirschner's yarn in there, there's Stitch Studio yarn in there, there's Basic Stitch. It's all 4 weight. I was just looking for different colors of reds and greens out of my stash. I did not finish one skein of any particular color except the white. The white in the center here for the snowflake was Red Heart Metallic, with Love, I think, metallic, that you buy at Ollie's, whatever that one is that they were selling there. I had 2 skeins of it, and I did get 20 snowflakes out of that. And then this is Mainstay or Craft Smart or whatever, the white that I used for trim. I only wanted the sparkle in the snowflake. I really love how it turned out. Excuse me. I would love to make another one and have it sparkly white and sparkly ice blue. I really want to do that. I think it would be beautiful. But I know that the crochet crowd also has a snowflake blanket that's sparkly white and ice blue, and I might just make that one instead for next year, because I got this one. And I know I was a little concerned about the randomness of the colors and, not color controlling. I did not color control at all. I just went with whatever number and put that one next on the blanket. And I like it. It's all eclectic, and that's right up my alley. The other thing I wanted to say is I did this on a continuous join, and it's a braided join. I believe Secret Yarnery has a video out on how to do it. So I went, like, you start with the first square, you go across and add a square, add a square, a square, and then when you come back, you crochet across the bottom of your first row or the top, whichever way you put it, and then you add a square here. So even though it might have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this would be 6. 6 would be over here. And that's just the way the blanket goes together. So that's what I did. And there you have it. That's how it turned out. And I really do like it. It does go over the back, so you're missing a row or 2, but you get the idea. And you've seen the squares as they were being made, so you know what it looks like. But this way I had red in one corner, green in the other corner, and Lacey is on the couch, which is why there's a blue blanket, because it doesn't have to be blue, but this is her blanket. It's okay, girl, come on. And the blanket goes to over there because that's where she likes to lay. This is her square, but when Roy's not there, she lays over there quite a bit. And since She likes to chew on herself and make herself bleed sometimes. I keep a blanket on the couch. So there's that. And I didn't want to take it off because I knew she would be on the couch. If she's not on the couch, she's frowning at me. So, all right, that's enough of the secret yarnery. I mean, of the luck of the draw. I know Nan is talking about doing another one maybe in February. I will participate because I really enjoy doing these. And I'm thinking I want to do spring colors, Easter colors, even though it's a 20-week thing, and it has been the whole time anyway. You make a project for 20 weeks. I know Easter will probably be done before the blanket is, or the whatever I decide to make. That's okay. I'm really anxious to work with. I like using pastels, so by then I'll be ready to do Easter stuff. This is my mug. I didn't show you. I apologize. This is my mug from Rosie from Nana Stitching Lounge, which used to make videos, and I love her and I miss her. So Rosie, I know you watch sometimes, and I miss you, girl. Come back on. I never did get to see your finished house. None of us did. We were all anxious to see. So then I have my secret yarnery, and I was doing a rainbow blanket for my granddaughter to give to her cousin. And I started with using, I was going to do the yellow, these 4 colors. Let me just open it up. It's big. So I was going to do just the pink, orange, green, yellow, and mint. And I really liked having the purple and blue in it, and I didn't think it was going to be big enough if I just did 12 squares because it's one a month. And she's an adult, she's 18 or 19 years old, the girl that's getting this blanket. 12 squares wouldn't have been enough. So I thought, well, I'll just add a couple more colors because I wanted purple and blue in it. I did do the border in purple and blue. And I did make squares in purple and blue. Well, when I started putting them together, first I was using a variegated yarn. And I hated the way it looked. It looked really good with the purple and blue squares. The mint, it looked okay, but the yellow and orange squares and pink squares, it looked not so good. I hated it. So I took that apart and I decided that I would join them with their own color across. And then when you add the next color in, you really can't see. I know I'm kind of cockeyed at the camera. Let me just turn it a second. I know I don't normally film from here, so yeah, we'll get you a little closer. And don't fall over. What's going on? Okay. Well, you're at an angle, but that's okay. So, when you put the join in, it doesn't, you don't have a join line so much. So I like that when you do the same color. So then I did, whatever this like fishnet looking thing for the border and added the blue and the purple there. But instead of doing 3 squares of each color, I think I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 squares of each color. So 6 times 4, 24 squares. So I doubled it in size. And then she did 1 different square a month as like a sampler kind of thing. And I just randomly went through and made extra squares of just so there were 2 squares of the same in each color. And it is a pretty good size blanket, as you can tell, because each square is a good size. So like this is 1 square. So it's a big blankie, and I'm showing you the back. That's the front. So this is my finished secret yarnery. I will, I'll throw it over the back here. Let me just pause you for a second. So you can get an idea. It's not, I don't have it laid out perfect. The dog is still under there. Oh, you can't even see the green. So anyway, that's the size of it. Turned out to be pretty good size. And I think she'll like it. So now I have extra squares of this. And let's talk about the yarn. Sorry, Lace. Oh, so let's see. What did I do? So these are my, I think I have eight extra squares in the blue and in the purple, which I love. I think I'm going to do one more square in blue. I did not do the 12th square because actually I just wanted it put together. So and I didn't need it in the long run. So long story short, I haven't done the 12th square, so but I have 8 squares. And as you can see, they're a good size. So I think I'm going to do one more square in blue because this is all the purple that I have left. I used some of the purple in my Birthstone mail because I had it left over. And if I'm going to have 9 squares, I can use the blue and not the purple to make the 9th square. And then I'm going to join that together and make a little blanket maybe for her little sister. I have given that little sister a blanket when she was born. But I don't know what else to do with the squares. So I figured I'd just join them together. Maybe I'll use that variegated yarn that I was going to use to begin with because it looked really nice with these 2 colors. But then I'm thinking I have, let's see. So this is the yarn that is this blue. So I can make that into a square. And then I have all of, these are extra blues. These are extra that I didn't use. But these are the leftover other colors. And so I think I can just, sorry about that. So anyway, I think if I just put these colors together, I can join with these and then they'll kind of match to be matching blankets for her sister. So I might do that with it. Or I'll use the variegated. I haven't decided. But I do want to get that done before Christmas. So that's the Secret Yarnery blanket initially done. Maybe it's 2 blankets now. Oh God, my hair's sticking up over here. So then let's talk about the Birthstone mail. I am putting it together now. And oh, I don't have all the ends woven in. So, uh-oh, I must have hit it. Sorry about that. Stay. Okay. So for the month of December, I haven't shown you those. So let's see. We were allowed 2 colors, or well, more than 2, but I picked 2. Oh, now what's going on here? Stand up and behave yourself. This isn't I'm not using my ring light, it's just my tabletop, so it's not working out so well standing up on the ground. But I used the leftover lavender from the Secret Yarnery and made this because I love purples. So that gave me a purple square because tanzanite is one of the stones, and she showed a dark purple, but my husband's birthday is in December, and he has, I have a ring, which I lost one of the stones in, so I don't wear it anymore, but it's tanzanite, and it's a lavender stone. So I went with lavender because that's the ring I have. And we were allowed to do teal. So I went with this. Or was it teal or aquamarine, or I don't know. Anyway, I went with this one. No, it was turquoise. That was it. That was it. That's why I thought this worked. I'm like, this does not look like teal. Okay, so I went with this, which is a Dreamweaver yarn that I used to get from that store that I can't get it from anymore. and I wanted 30 squares. So that's why I made 2 this month. I made 2 last month, and I made another 2 in like February. And when I counted up my squares to make sure I had 30, I had 32 squares. Like, really? So I didn't know, I think I didn't know which one to get rid of. Well, I had 2 yellow. I had this yellow, which I love, and I had the yellow that I put in the blanket, which I've now started putting together. Let me put it the right direction here. Give me just a second to get organized. Organization is helpful. So I started with the red for garnet, and that's the back side. No wonder I can't get it together here. I am attached to yarn, so. Okay, here we go. I started with the garnet, which is my birthstone, and then February, which I know was the choice of 2, and I had chose this beautiful bright yellow and this gorgeous dark purple. And when I counted out my extra squares, I had 2 extra, and so I took out this yellow and set it aside. Well, when I started adding the squares, I got through to started adding the purple and realized I had the wrong yellow. The ones I set aside, I grabbed. So now I set these aside. Don't tell anybody, nobody will know. It'll be our secret. I don't know what I'm going to do with these 2 squares. I could make them into a purse and line it. I do have a couple of sewing machines in this house. So if it was lined, it would work as a purse, a bag of some sort. Because it would be, because I do love the bright yellow. Maybe line it with a white so the yellow pops out more. Maybe I'll send them to Billy, the Crafty Flirty, and ask her to do that for me. Because I love her and she would be good at it. And there's me. I don't even know how to take the top off of the sewing machine case. I have sewed before, don't get me wrong. My mom, I had a sewing machine, and I did make a blanket for my mom, a quilt. Actually, I have it in the other room. I'll show it to you in a minute. It was supposed to be a weekend craft. It took me 6 months, and my mom had to help me. But I do have a little sewing machine, and then when my mom passed away, she had 2 sewing machines, and so now I have 3 sewing machines in my house, and I really and truly have never. My mom's sewing machines are fancy. Mine is just real basic, like buy it at Walmart or Kmart kind of sewing machine. Not that there's a Kmart anymore. Off on a tangent. But anyway, so now I'm doing a join that is similar to the braided join, but I kind of figured it out on my own. I'm doing half double crochet. I don't know. We're going to see how well it works out. So far, it's working out okay. I am taking... I'm doing, let's get close here. So I'm doing a half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, which is very similar to the braided join. But I wanted it to be more solid than the braided join, which is chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet in the third, so you still have 3 stitches. But I wanted it more solid because there's lots of holes in this, so I wanted this part to be a little more solid than that. And I like the half double crochet stitch. So then in the next row, when I'm joining, I am doing a single crochet. So I'm half double crochet and then a single crochet into this, and then skip 1 on the new one. And so there's still the skip 1. I don't know if that's making any sense. So I'm half double crocheting into the new square, and where I'm grabbing this square in the chain space, and I'm doing a single crochet because I hate slip stitch. And then I'm going back to the new square and skipping 1 and half double crochet So then you do all that, and then you do 3 in the corner, and you kind of just figure it out as you go on the corner when you're joining this, just so that it doesn't leave gappy holes. You have like several stitches you can work with to make it all work out and match up. And I'm sure that I'm getting it close to being in the same stitch every time, but it's working out. And so far I've got the second row joined here, and it doesn't look bad, so I must be doing it okay. And then I think I will go around the whole thing with half double crochet. Don't pull out the stitches. I think I'll go around the whole thing with half double crochet at the end. Maybe once or twice. I'm thinking half double crochet. What do you guys think? Darn it, I'm pulling out all my stitches. No, I'm not. Okay, good. So that's how that's working out. I really like the new square colors. I think I had my choice of pulling out and not using the orange or the yellow that I got rid of. And I got rid of the yellow for the topaz. But I got rid of the wrong yellow. But that's okay. So there we go. I am done with nothing more I can tell you about this blanket until it's done. It's going to be really big as well. My husband's like, what are you going to do with that big, huge blanket now? Who's it for? I'm like, oh, it's for us. And he says, where are you putting it? I said, I have no idea. But I like it. I mean, it doesn't really have a home. Doesn't have to have a home. It can stay here. I'm not making it for anyone. I guess that's the point. So that's all of my recent makes. Working on getting those done so I can get my list prepared for what I want to make next year. I talked about it, before in a video of things that I want to make for next year that I already have like lined up to make. And then there's gals I want to join. So I don't know where I think I'm getting all this time from. And then there's things that I got to make that along the way. So I really have to be careful about how many projects I want to like try to accomplish. I mean, it doesn't have to be done in the year. If I don't finish this one and get it all made before the first of the year, it doesn't really matter. But I kind of want to start with I don't have a lot of whips that I'm working on, because then I want to get into new projects. And it's like the end of the year really doesn't have to mean the end of your calendar of your crochet for that year. You can carry it on, let that go forward. It's okay. But I am involved in a couple of crochet alongs already. I'm going to do Amigurumi Wars with Anita from Yarn Over Hook. If you don't know her, go watch her. I am doing the wackadoo whatever calendar thing that gotta love her, that Mad Mimi is doing. Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. I did buy the crochet calendar from Annie's for 2021. I did buy the caring kit, and I did join 2 other kits. What was I thinking? I was thinking I got it for free. I had to pay shipping on like Black Friday, so I joined them, see what the yarn's like, see what the project looks like, see if I want to really do it. Yeah. And then I have my Persian Tiles blanket and a couple of make 9s that I didn't do this year that I still want to do. And I haven't done my December crochet calendar. I completely forgot about it, actually. And it's a cool looking thing. It looks like a Christmas tree. I got to get on that. And I'm still trying to get my yarn room all straightened out. So it happens when it happens. It's crafting. It's not a time frame, right? Okay, well, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking, subscribing. Thanks for being part of my yarn journey. Thanks for coming back. I'm also doing the 25 Days of Blissmas with Rosalie from Yarn It Out. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to mention that. So I will link all of this stuff in the description box below. If you haven't been watching our videos, my granddaughter is doing them with us. I did have to make them in advance because she's away at college. So when I get her here, I have to make a video or two or several until she's going to come back again. I think she's supposed to come back on Wednesday, which is 2 more days from today. We have to make a couple more videos because she's not coming to stay for Christmas break until like the 14th or 15th. And then we can be a little more not in advance on the videos, which I would like. But I had to make them in advance because she's not here. So what else are you going to do? Which is the magic of TV and YouTube, is that you can make things in advance and put them out as you want. I kind of feel like I'm cheating doing that, but I wanted to have Chloe in the videos to decorate her tree, and we really enjoyed doing that. And so that's what we're going to continue to do. And if they have to be made in advance, I'm sorry for that, but I think you're enjoying them. I'm getting good feedback on them. So if you haven't watched them, give it a look, because they're short, only takes a few minutes of your time, and everybody is really enjoying Chloe being in the videos. So anyway, enough of bragging about my grandkid. And I will see you in the next video, which will be today if you haven't already watched it. Okay, thanks. Bye.